Heck yeah, she starts. So I'm pretty excited for that. We're going to start putting some things together on it. I'm going to get all my wiring wrapped up. I got to put all my accessory drives on the front here. But I do have it where it starts and runs now. That makes me pretty happy. So you all just stick with us and we'll keep on showing you as we go. Okay, so I bought a few things for my V8 swap here. I bought this dipstick off of Amazon. It was like 20 bucks. I got this one for the transmission. I got Turbo 400 in here, so I can mount it remotely over in this way a little bit, away from everything. Back up in there. Then I also got me a slip yoke. It's counterboard because the one that's on it right now is just a solid yoke. So, and it bolts in through here, the bolt hole in it right there. There's an O-ring inside of it. So I'm going to go ahead and get that out and try sliding this one in, see how it fits. Look how good the quality control is on that thing. Look at the dings all over it from it getting banged around. I'll have to clean those up. I'm not going to worry about sending it back. It'll be too much of a hassle. So I'll show you guys as I go here. Alright, I got one more piece to install real quick. I got a slip yoke for the Turbo 400 because it has a bolt-in yoke right now because it's a heavy-duty Turbo 400. I think it's out of a motorhome. So we'll go ahead and work on getting that in real quick and see how that fits, and I'll let you guys know. Alright everybody, so I took the middle bolt out of that thing. Here's my new one I got. It's recessed like that, so it'll slide around the O-ring groove in there. I'm gonna go ahead and pop this one out, and then we're gonna see how that one fits. There we go. Man, that was a nightmare getting that off of there. Holy cow. Let's see if this new one fits in there in its place now. Look at that. There you go. It's in there now. Looks good. Now I can get me a drive line that'll fit into this thing. Which I was going to measure my stock one and see where it sits, because it may be about the same. Or maybe not, but we'll have to look and see. Transmission dipstick tube, it plugged in just like it's supposed to. It's nice and snug in there, so happy with that. Let's see what it looks like on the top side here. It seems to have pretty good room up here. I mean, I can get that and mount it wherever I want right there later. I'll probably build me some kind of little bracket, more than likely, just so that I can mount this up so that it'll be like right here somewhere close where I can get to it easier than having it up here and fight all the wiring that I have here. So that one's in. That makes me happy that fits. This though, I tried cleaning this up to make it fit. The dipstick tube that I bought from Amazon, it is a piece of junk. I wouldn't recommend buying this from Amazon. It sucks. The freaking tube, you can see it on the end right there. If I can get it to show, you can see the end of it, little line around it. That's as far in as it will go into this engine block, so don't buy that one. I promise you won't like it. And it's cheap enough that it's not even worth sending it back for me, because I have to drive clear to the next town to send it back. So I probably won't be buying anything from them anymore. We need some good quality products instead of this junk. So I don't know, we'll see. That's the third thing I bought in the last like 2 months. It's been total garbage from Amazon, so I don't really want to even know if I want to buy it anymore. Good afternoon everyone. So I'm just going to run you over some stuff I've been getting done on my S10 V8 swap build, since I've had a little time for the last couple days. But I'll go ahead and show you guys what all we got done, and we'll kind of walk through a couple things. So here we go. So I actually went online. I got to hook up my heater hoses still, but I went online and bought this dipstick. It's a flexi dipstick, which is pretty nice to use. I got my headers all bolted up. Both of them on both sides. All right, so I actually put different set of springs on here, which I cleaned them all up and painted them beforehand. I got some little 2-inch lowering blocks and then a lower stack of springs. So this thing's sitting probably 4 inches lower than stock right now, which is about where I wanted it. I've got my exhaust all tacked up into place under here. See it right there. Comes down and kicks out right underneath my spring. That's where I want it to be. Still got to build a drive line, but other than that, we're getting pretty close. I've got one of my friends actually was giving me everything for the front of this. I got to go pick it up from his house, but he lives like 3 towns away, so I'm gonna have to run over there maybe this weekend and grab that from him. But my wiring's kind of all figured out, other than, I don't know if you guys have an idea, but like this is the oil pressure sensor. And it's bigger than the ones like this one here. Let's see. I got this threaded in here, but this is a 3-wire sensor. I think I got it in my toolbox. Let's look real quick here. Oh, it was in one of the drawers here. There it is. Okay, so I've got this sensor here, and I basically need to adapt from this thread from the stock sensor so I can use this sensor, but I need it to fit those threads right there. That's the stock 350 threads on the back of the block, and also up here in the front where that sensor's screwed in right now. But I don't know how I'm going to make this work. I might have to maybe I'll have to just drill this out right here and rethread it so it'll thread into it here like this. But I don't know, we'll see what happens. But I'll get some more stuff done and I'll show you guys as I go here. Good morning, everyone. So I picked up this floor shifter for the S10 build. I still need to clean the carpets in here, they're gross, but I decided to go ahead and put that in. It's kind of, if you'd over tighten this, it kind of bends this. I gotta fix that. But I think I paid $77 for this, and here's the numbers for it. You can buy it off Amazon or eBay, and if you shop around, you can find it cheaper. Like some people have it for $125, which is a little much for this because it's kind of crappy built, and it doesn't come with any instructions at all. So I ended up building some brackets down here that come across to where the old shifter came through, is this hole. So I moved it all the way closest to the driver's side as I could here, so that it's right where you want it. The other thing you'll want, I grabbed that. This is my son's shifter knob. I borrowed it from him for now till I go buy one, but this is what it had on it, this stupid little teeny tiny thing. So it doesn't feel right, but it should be pretty good once I get the linkage hooked up. And it also came with a linkage that's supposed to work with pretty much any old Ford transmission or Chevy transmission. It'll work with the Turbo 350 or the Turbo 400. But the instructions for it are non-existent. There is another one online that I think this is a copy of it, which is basically a Mr. Gasket shifter kit that comes with all the same stuff. Like this comes with all kinds of brackets and hardware and everything. The shifter rods, all that kind of stuff. So that works pretty good that way. And also, I'd probably show you guys real quick. Go ahead and get this hood up here. So I went ahead and purchased this radiator that's made for an S10 conversion. It's got stainless steel shroud. It's got 2 fans on it. And it also, just one second, let me pause this for a second. All right, so this radiator also has the studs on the bottom where it actually plugs in to your original mounts, so you're not going to be cutting your core support with this one. So I can leave my AC condenser in here and everything. And then I also went with like the 94 style bracketry up here. 94 style reverse water pump. You got to change that if you change all this, and it's shorter so it lines up with everything better down in there. I still yet got to change the bottom pulley, but it's right there, covering up my carburetor with a rag. And this was a pretty cool kit because it actually came with the relay and the sensor to kick it off and on, so the fans can kick off and on with that. So that's going to work out great. And let's see what else we got done here. My friend Steve gave me all the brackets and the alternator and all that kind of stuff. And I just ordered a new water pump for to get a water pump for this, you can order one for like a 87 to a 94, I think, Chevy pickup with a TBI in it. Or you can order one for a 4.3, like 87 to 94 as well, for the 4.3, before the Vortec, the TBI 4.3. But so that's how that works. And that about wraps it up probably for this video. But I'll go ahead and probably order up some more parts pretty quick, and I gotta get driveline built, and then I think we'll be in business. But I gotta get all my hoses, radiator hoses all done up, both of them. Hook up my heater hoses yet, and then I wanted to get some of the heat protective pieces that go over the end of my spark plug boots, because you know how close they are to the headers. So you guys stay tuned, and we'll catch you on the next one.